Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to add Jotform submission details based on the response in Google Sheets. So I am an owner of an event management company and here I have created an event registration form using Jotform. So now here in this case I want whenever a new form submission is received, then automatically that registrant detail should be added in my Google Sheets as a new row based on the category selected. So now if my registrant select a VIP access category, then automatically that registrant detail should be added in my VIP access Google Sheets. But if my registrant selects a general access category, then automatically that registrant details should be added in my general access Google Sheets. So here to build this connection, I need to connect these applications using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to understand how to add Jotform submission details based on the response in Google Sheets. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that I run an event management company and I use Jotform to collect registrations for various events. So with multiple attendees submitting details like contact info, event preferences and dietary restrictions, manually managing this data is overwhelming. So by automating the process of adding Jotform submission details to Google Sheet based on the specific response, I can organize all attendee information in one place. For example, if someone selects a VIP access on the form, their information is automatically added to my VIP section in Google Sheet, and this makes it easy for me to track attendees, plan accordingly and ensure everything is properly arranged for the event without any manual data entry. And if my registrant selects a general access category, then automatically that registrant detail should be added in my general access Google Sheets. So here to build this connection, I need to connect my Jotform with both of my Google Sheets. And here to build this connection, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Plus, it keeps everything organized and error-free so you can focus on growing your business hassle-free. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as add Jotform submission details based on the response in Google Sheets. And now I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select a folder as per your need. Also you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more link given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. And now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow. And here on my screen, you can see the two most important principles of an automation process that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here in our trigger step, we are going to select our trigger application as Jotform because I am receiving my event registrations through Jotform. So Jotform is an easy to use online form builder that lets you create custom forms, surveys and quizzes without any coding. People use Jotform to gather information quickly, whether it's for collecting feedback, registrations, or customer orders. It offers a variety of templates and integrates with other tools like Google Sheets and PayPal, making it a popular choice for businesses, educators, and event organizers who need to simplify data collection and streamline processes. So here in my Jotform trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new response, so that whenever I'm going to receive a new response in my Jotform submission, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Or you can say that whenever I'm going to receive a new response in my Jotform, then automatically this entire workflow is going to be triggered. And here you can see after selecting my trigger event, I have received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Jotform account with Pabbly Connect. So here, following the instructions given below, firstly here I'm going to copy this webhook URL. And here I've already logged in my Jotform account, and here you can see all the forms which I have created for my use till now. So this is my form which I'm going to use, which is named as event registration form. So now I'm going to click on this more over here, and from here I'm going to click on this settings option given over here. And here under settings I'm going to select integrations. And here under integration, I'm going to select my type of integration, that is webhooks over here. So here I'm going to edit my integration. And now here I'm going to remove this previously existing webhook to a new webhook URL that I have received in my Pabbly's workflow. So this is my webhook URL, and now I'm going to click on this complete integration button given over here. And here you can see we have successfully built an integration through a webhook. So with this, we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Jotform. So now I'm going to click on this preview form. And here you can see the form which I have created for the event registration using Jotform. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission. And to do a test submission, we need to generate a test response in our Jotform. So for that, let me take you back to my form. So this is my form, and here I'm going to enter some dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the name, I'm going to enter the name as Miss, and here I'm going to enter the first name as dummy, last name as lead. Here I'm going to enter a random email address such as dummy@pabblytudes.com, and here I'm going to enter a contact number. And then here for the category of registration, I'm going to select my category as general access, and then it is asking me, would you like to be updated about the upcoming events? So for that, I'm going to select no. And now here, after entering all the required details, here I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see it says your submission has been received. So now let's go back to our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have successfully received a response over here where we have received the webhook URL, the username, the type. Scrolling little down, here you can see the submission ID. Here you can see the time to submit, submit source. Here you can see the contact number. Here you can see the email address. And here you can see the name prefix, last name, first name, and the category as general access. And here you can see the answers of the question, that was, would you like to be updated for the upcoming events? That's no. And here you can see the preview over here, scrolling little down. And also we have received some other details also. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger. But now what I want to do is that I want to enter this registrant detail based on the category they have selected. So if my registrant has selected a general access category, then automatically this registrant detail should be added in my general access Google Sheet. But if my registrant selects a VIP access category, then automatically that registrant detail should be added in my VIP access Google Sheet. So to complete this entire process, I need to set some different rules so that this entire process can be automated. So for that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add an action step over here, and here in this action step, I'm going to use a feature by Pabbly, that is router by Pabbly. So by selecting this particular feature, I'm going to set different rules so that based on the category, automatically my registrant details should be added in my general access and my VIP access sheets accordingly. So here, after selecting this action application, I'm going to select my action event as conditionally run so that this router can set the conditions to run this entire workflow. And now I'm going to click on this connect. And now here, after clicking on this connect, you can see we have received the route option over here. And here you can see the routes, that is route 1 and route 2. So here in this step, we can set multiple routes to run our workflow over here as per the conditions given. So here I have two conditions, that is VIP access and the general access. So here I'm going to set two different routes through which I'm going to add my registrant details in my specific Google Sheets. So here you can see by default it has given route 1 and the route 2. But you can add multiple routes by clicking on this add route button given over here. So now here I'm going to set my first route by clicking on the set filter and action steps button given over here. And here you can see it is asking me to set the filter over here. So here in this filter action step, I need to set up a filter based on which I want to run this entire workflow. So here I've already told you that I want to differentiate my route based on the category selected by my registrant. So here in this select label field, I'm going to select the label field on which I want to post this filter. So here I'm going to click it over here, and from here I'm going to select the label. So as I've already told you that my filter will be dependent on the category received. So this is the category field, and here for the filter type I'm going to select the filter as equal to, and here for the value I'm going to select general access, so that whenever my category receives the value as general access, then only this entire workflow is going to be run. So here I've entered the filter values, and here I have to pose a single condition. That's why I'm adding a single condition. But if you want to pose multiple conditions, then you can add more conditions by clicking on this and condition button or this or condition button given over here. And now here after adding this filter values, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a status as success and the messages condition is true, because here for the test submission we have posed our category as general access. So we have received a condition true over here. So now moving forward, and now here after surpassing this condition, I want to add this registrant details in my general access Google Sheet. So for that, here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit and share spreadsheets online. It's like having a powerful and flexible digital workbook that you can access from any device with an internet connection. People use Google Sheets because it's super convenient for collaborating with others in real time. Whether you're tracking expenses, creating project plans, analyzing data, or working on a group assignment, Google Sheets makes it easy to work together and stay organized. Plus, it integrates seamlessly with other Google apps like Google Drive and Google Forms, making it a go-to tool for personal and professional use. So here in my Google Sheets action step, I'm going to select my action event as add a new row, so that whenever this filter condition surpasses, then automatically the detail of that registrant should be added as a new row in my Google Sheets. And now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So here I've already shown you that I have my general access category spreadsheet with the name general access. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here for the spreadsheet I'm going to select the spreadsheet as general access. And now here after selecting my spreadsheet name, here I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter the values for name, email, phone number and update on upcoming events. So basically these are the fields which I've entered in my Google Sheets. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and now here instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes a text dynamic, so that whenever we are going to receive a new response in our Jotform, then automatically this previously existing detail is going to be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map the registrant's name which we have received. So firstly here I'm going to map the prefix, space, then first name, space, then last name. This is my registrant name. Moving forward, here I'm going to map the email. So for that I'm going to search for the email. So this is the email. Here I'm going to map the phone number. So this is the contact number. And lastly, here it is asking me update on upcoming events. So I'm going to map it over here. So this is the answer. So here I'm going to map it. And now here after entering all the required details, here I'm going to click on this save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added a new detail in our Google Sheets row. So now let's go and check our general access Google Sheet over here. And here you can see we have successfully received a new detail over here where we have received name as Miss Dummy Lead, email as dummy@pabblytudes.com. Here you can see the phone number and update on upcoming event as no. So with this, we have successfully set up this particular route for our workflow. So now let's set up another route, and as you all know that my another route is going to be of the same step. I just need to change the Google Sheet over there. So for that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on this three dots over here, and then I'm going to clone this route over here. So by cloning this route, it will make easy for me to set up the route 2 for my workflow. So I'm going to clone it. And then you can see I have received the clone of this route 1. So now I'm going to click on this set filter and action steps. And here I'm going to click on this filter value over here. And here for the filter value, I'm going to change this general access to VIP access. So that whenever my category is for VIP access, then only this workflow should run on this route. So I'm going to set it. And then I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see I have received the status as error and the message's condition is false. Because I have already told you that while doing a test submission, I have selected my category as general access. So here it is giving me condition is false for the VIP access over here. But I'm going to complete this workflow by showing you the complete route setup over here. So now here I'm going to move forward with my Google Sheets. So I'm going to click on this action step. And here I'm going to use the same connection because I'm going to use the same Google account over here. So now here I'm going to change the spreadsheet name, and now here I'm going to click on this drop down menu, and from here I'm going to select my spreadsheet as VIP access, so that after surpassing that filter condition, automatically the registrant detail should be added in my spreadsheet which is named as VIP access. And then I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1. Scrolling little down, and here the values are going to remain same because here I'm going to pass the same parameters received over there. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response over here. That is because here I've clicked on this save and send test request, and once I've clicked on this save and send test request, it is going to add the detail in my Google Sheets to complete this action step over here. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see I have successfully received the detail over here also, which is named as VIP access. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and now let me tell you that what I have done to set up this entire routes. So here in this particular route 2, what I have done is that I have set up a filter for a condition which is VIP access, and I want whenever my registrant select a category of registration as VIP access, then only my workflow should run on this route, and after surpassing this filter condition, automatically the detail of that registrant should be added in my Google Sheet which is named as VIP access only. So by doing this, I can automatically sort the registrants which are for general access and the VIP access. So here I've set up this route also, and now here after setting up both the routes, I'm going to delete this default route to given over here. So here I'm going to click on this delete, and now I'm going to rename these routes. So firstly I'm going to give the name to my route 1 as general access, and here I'm going to give the name as VIP access, and then I'm going to click on this update. And here you can see I have successfully set up this 2 routes over here, and with this I have successfully set up this action step which I have set up using router. So now once we have set up this connection, I'm going to perform a real-time example to check whether it is working or not. So to test our automation, what we are going to do is that we are going to make another form submission in a Jotform, and for that let me take you back to my form. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here I'm going to enter some another dummy data and do a test submission. So this time I'm going to enter the name as Mr., first name as test, last name as lead, email as test@pabblytudes.com, and a random contact number. And here for the category of registration, I'm going to select the category as VIP access. And then it says, would you like to be updated about the upcoming event? So for that, I'm going to select yes. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the submit given over here. And here you can see it says your submission has been received. That means we have successfully sent a submission over here. So now let's go and check our VIP access Google Sheets. And here you can see we have successfully received a response over here where we have received the name as test lead, email as test@pabblytudes.com, a random phone number, and update on upcoming event as yes. That means we have successfully received a new detail in our VIP access Google Sheets. Now let's go and check our general access Google Sheet. And here you can see we haven't received a new detail over here. That is because it has added the details in my Google Sheets based on the response that I've received from my Jotform. So with this, we have successfully set up this entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken a trigger as .form and an action as router, and here in this router we have set two different routes that are for general access and the VIP access. So if I receive the category of registration as a VIP access, then automatically this workflow is going to select this route 2, which is named as VIP access, and the details of my registrant is going to be added in my VIP access Google Sheet. But if my registrant selects the category as general access, then automatically my workflow is going to select the route 1, and then automatically that registrant detail is going to be added in my general access Google Sheets. So these were the steps of this entire automation, and now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.